Let me get something straight before we even get started here. Math is red, science is green, history is yellow, orange, or brown, and writing is either blue or purple or black. Black is universal sometimes. It just depends on the class. It's not that hard. Why are we having a debate? Y'all know I'm right. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mia. And if you're not here, what's up? Welcome back. Glad to see you here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about back to school. I know, it's here. The leaves is already turning red. It's time. Summer's dead. It's honestly over with. So, in terms of that, in this video, I decided to give you guys my back to school high school guide, my honest high school guide. Because honestly, some people be lying. Like, some people just don't be telling the truth. In here is the 100% truth, nothing but the truth. Word. So, this will be giving different tips on just how to basically either be a successful student, getting through it, and just having a good time at the end of the day, because high school, you only get high school once. I graduated a couple years ago. It's over. There's no more, boo. There's no more. I got my diploma in my closet, my hat, like, I don't have nothing else. My cords, I got my cords. Trust, they told me I could keep it. Before we get started with this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up if one of these tips work for you, you know, or you just want to, have a good time and just be here. For our first tip, go to class first. Let me just say, y'all a little bit too eager to go shop for materials. Like, go shop for you some clothes first. But when it comes to materials, just wait, boo. Because you be like me, buying like 20 notebooks, like 10 to 12 notebooks for all my different classes, and come to find out you probably only need 5, because sometimes the teachers will give you your note, like assigned notebooks that you'll have to turn in for like a journal or an assignment for your worksheet and stuff. So I say buy a couple of notebooks only for like doing work outside of school. Like, if you just want to take notes and stuff, have it for notes. Don't have it for like your assignments and stuff. They're probably going to get you that. So hold back on the notebooks and stuff. What I really want y'all to do though is get materials for projects. That's where you're going to need stuff, because they're not going to give you no paint. If they do, this is all different for each school. If they do give you paint and stuff, you're lucky. But you still need paint brushes, little sponges. You need like tape, decorations and stuff for your big projects and stuff. They're not going to give you that. That's too much on the school budget. You have to go get that stuff. So therefore, save up on that school, like back to school stuff, because that will save you a whole bunch of money, and you get to already have stuff prepared for the big assignments and stuff. The second tip is to make a group chat, or at least try to. Okay, I know I know all my introverts out there, I'm one too, but you have to do it. You have to do it, because in the event of whether you're sick or just absent, you're definitely going to you don't want to come back to school and find out the assignment, or you missed a test or something, or you need to make something up. You want to already be prepared for that. Because I don't want to find out when I just got sick, be like, oh, here you go, here's 20 assignments. You have to do this all by the end of the week or the end of the day. Huh? Nobody has time for that. In order to be prepared, make a group chat. And it's not only good for just that, it's good to socialize and just, just be like, girl, this teacher is getting on my last nerves. Can we all just quit? And you just be like, girl, me too. I really just want to get out of here. But at the end of the day, we gotta get out of here together. So therefore, work as a team when it comes to assignments and quizzes and stuff. Make a group chat. You have to be social when it comes to school. You can't just be quiet. 3, the big one. Identify your learning style. Now, there's 4 different types of learning styles. 4 main types. There's other ones that I'll mention. The 4 is the short term is VARK. V stands for visual. These are all for my visual learners. They need to see to learn. They most likely visualize the information that they see. The colors that the professor had the slides on, the shapes that was on the math assignment, all that type of stuff. They have to see it to understand what's going on. This comes from pictures, from diagrams, videos, all that type of stuff, all on the eyes. These are for most of like artists and stuff like that. Like they like to do that. So like for example, like if you don't know if you're a visual learner, you remember a movie Ratatouille with the rat? Yeah. How he used to eat and like visualize all the colors and stuff. That's basically you. It's all functioning. It's all functioning when you see it. You basically read me for Ratatouille. I'm sorry not to call you rat, but that man could cook. Y'all saw that soup, it looked good. The next learning style is basically auditory. These are all for all my, you know, singers and stuff, my musicians, composers, you know, they all into this. The auditory learning style is basically you have to hear it to learn it. They like to listen through presentations and stuff like that. You like to hear what they're actually saying so you can understand it a little better. Like, yeah. So for a good example is like Akilah and the Bee. That's also a good example because homegirl, she was tapping and spelling them words. Oh dang, what's that last word she spelled? I don't even remember. It's not iridocyclitis or iridocyclitis. Is that what the word is? I don't know. But the next learning style, reading and writing. Y'all like to learn by using words and stuff like that. Like y'all like to write a lot of stuff. Y'all like to take a lot of notes and stuff just to process the information. Reading is just easy proclamation. A good example I would say is Matilda. Matilda was reading them books. Them parents let her go at home alone, and she said, you know what, I'm trying to be smart. So she went to that library, and when she went to go read them books, y'all, and she even got powers. How you do that? Now the last one is kinesthetic. I hope I'm saying that right, but this is y'all learn by hands-on learning. Y'all like to move and groove, all that type of jazz. Y'all like to get the full experience by touch. Y'all like to touch. Good example I would say is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell was learning all this stuff, how to help other people by doing a hands-on experience. So all my kinesthetic learners, y'all Tinkerbell. I'm putting a video in the description that goes into more detail about the other ones. There's interpersonal, there's intrapersonal, there's even nature, like there's all different types. So, and also, just to let y'all know, all of these learning styles can be integrated. I am literally a visual, I'm a visual, auditory, kinesthetic, I'm all three. Those are my main three. My fourth tip is study. You have to study. You have to study. Listen. You have to study to get through, okay? So my study habits will be like flashcards. This is me from personal experience. I'm going from personal experience with my study habits. I do flashcards. I go by color coordination. This is by my learning style, so bear with me. I like to take a fake quiz, take some fake tests, just like go through, like do Quizlet, Kahoot, like go through the fake test, and then like you'll be like, oh, I know this question because I already basically did it to myself. Also, like you have to have a study environment. I know that's also hard for people that have siblings, pets. It's just like, it's a lot of things, but you can just go outside. You can go do your work outside. You could even do work at school. At least try to. If you try to get a free period for sure. Try to get a free period in your class. It just makes everything easier. Make sure you have a nice calm environment. Like just set up your room. Like you can study in your room, but it's kind of hard too because that bed's right there. Cause sometimes it be calling my name. It really do. It just makes me want to skirt. My bed's right here. I'm tired. I just want to lay down. But once again, you just have to go and trust your instinct when it comes to, it's all about self-discipline. My fifth tip. Hey, you have to talk to your teachers. I know you don't like them, and that doesn't really matter. You're here for the end of the day. They're teaching you. You have to respect them. Main one, please respect your teachers. It's not really cool to do the whole, they're just doing their job. This is all they can do. They're giving you the information, whether it's taught correctly. Ask them questions, communicate with them. You have to form a relationship with them in order to move forward throughout the year. That's like the main focus when it comes to learning the information. You're learning the information from them. If you're confused, ask the question, teacher, or ask them after class. If it's not a good time to ask during class, ask them after, email them, talk to them. Just be nice to them. It's not that hard. I know some of them, y'all think I haven't dealt with a mean teacher? That was probably one of the worst years of my life. I barely passed. That was the year I had actually a bad grade on. I had a C. A girl had a C. I felt, my heart was like, Jesus, a C? That's what I deserve? It was a math class, y'all. It was algebra. That teacher was just, he was giving me stank face. He did not like me. I was a likable student. I didn't cause no problems to nobody. I wasn't loud, I wasn't disruptive, none of that. But him? 6, make sure you are accommodated. This is technically goes along with number 5, but this couldn't go along with anybody, like the head, the principal, anything. Make sure you're accommodated. This is especially goes out to my students with disabilities, disorders, or anything, any chronic illnesses. Make sure you're accommodated. You're a student. If you can't see, ask the teacher to move you, or move somewhere where you can see. You are important just like anybody else in the classroom. So don't make it seem like you don't matter. Your voice matters, so make sure you speak up, because this is life. This is what you're gonna have to deal with. Make sure everything's right. If you need to go pee, girl. Like, honestly, you're not a burden. You're really not. You matter. 7, no cheating. Honestly, hello, as a former high school graduate, I am morally and academically obligated to tell you that cheating is bad. Cheating is very bad. If you cheat, that makes you a cheater, and cheaters never prosper. Also, we have come to reach you for your car extended board. Honestly, when it comes to cheating, really don't do it, because it really will get you in trouble. The plagiarism thing, yeah, don't do that. That whole AI, don't do it. When it comes to cheating, I think there's more open opportunities than cheating in general, because you can't cheat if there's a flaw in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you in chemistry class and you gotta do the fill in the periodic table, and so happily the teacher forgets to hide the periodic table right behind her desk. What do you do then? What do you do then? Because I could just be stared like daydreaming, like, oh yeah, I'm pressing the information, knowing dang well I'm like phosphorus, oxygen, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't cheat if there's a flaw in the system. Cheating is bad though. If lawyers can find a loophole, it's cool when they do it. It's probably when I do it. 8, procrastination. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said in this video, we are honest. I am a chronic procrastinator. During high school, if I was just tired, I was really lazy. I could be honest, I was really lazy. How do I get A? I don't know. I procrastinated the life out of me, and it just kept working till it worked. But sometimes it don't always work. So I recommend don't take advantage of it. Be careful. There's a whole lot of pros and cons to procrastination. I put a link down in the description also to goes deeper dive in. But my experience, the pros in procrastination is only, it gives me time to think. Sometimes a teacher can't give me an assignment and I can't just go write it down. It don't work that way. So that's why we have procrastinators. I got a problem with it. Please break the habit. It's just not in our favor. Number 9, make sure y'all challenge yourself. There's a whole lot of easy stuff that goes into high school. Y'all just make it a little bit hard. Teachers also make it hard. There's a whole bunch of factors that just make it hard. All you gotta do is work smarter, not harder. Don't put a lot of effort into a lot of things. I know there's a lot of overthinkers out there, but don't put too much effort. Just work a little bit smarter when it comes to, well, what is tolerable and acceptable if the teacher takes it? Like, you ain't gotta put your whole blood, sweat, and tears into one project. That's where you're wrong. You have to spread the wealth. Spread it throughout so everything runs more smoothly. Like, Ooh, if you're good at one subject, put that subject last. Me, I'm good at English and sometimes math, sometimes. I can write an essay just like that. It's not that hard for me, but math, it's gonna take me a couple of minutes. So make sure y'all have y'all time management together when it comes to like working a little smarter with how you learn. So go along with that. Don't do the easy stuff first. Do the hard stuff. That's my honest opinion. This is my guide. This is my guide to y'all. Take it or leave it. Okay, before we get to the last tip, I got a couple things to say. As an overachiever, as a straight A student, I was the introvert. Yes, I had a problem. But I had parents and I had myself to know that I gotta do something. I can't just be in the house doing all this work and then have nothing to do for the weekend. I have to, or like have a schedule. You have to have something busy. If your mind's racing, sometimes it's good to slow down. But if you just have a whole lot of downtime, life is just too boring, just to be honest with you. But here are some things that matters when it comes to school. Your social health. Get into some activities, some clubs. Join chess club, join math club, join robotics, do drama club, do the musical, do flagline, do marching band, do football, do basketball. This is high school. This is gonna look good in your resume when it comes to different things. It's gonna see that you're more involved instead of just you were only in school just for school. And it's not only good for that, you get to meet new people, you get to talk to people outside of classroom other than just like talking about how this one assignment is hard. You get to talk about how this one dance move, this choreography, this math equation, all this stuff is hard. Like it's a social thing. You have to be social when it comes to the high school part. In this part, you have to talk. It's really good for your mental. It's really good to take something outside of assignments. Really, I did flagline. Y'all didn't know that, but I did flagline. Your girl was in the marching band. Hey, I was in the student council. Also, you can join the student council. Join clubs that you don't really do. I mean, I didn't do much. I was treasurer in one of the clubs. I think it was another club I was in. Like, you don't really do stuff. One thing I do regret, I wish I would have done yearbook. But it didn't work with my schedule. But I really wish I would have done yearbook. I would have been edited. I would have been on it. Even you can make some clubs. Some clubs don't even exist in your school. And you can actually start, like, grab a teacher, tell the principal, we want to start this club, and they'll be like, okay. As long as you got it, like, they don't care. I'm telling you half the time, they don't care. So, yeah, because we didn't even have a book club. They wanted to start a book club in our school, but I don't know if that actually happened, but yeah, I think you can do it. Make your own group. Make your own group. It don't have to be through the school. It could just be with you. Go to school events, please. Go to homecoming, go to prom, even though you feel like it's gonna be the worst night of your life, just go. What do you gotta do? Netflix, Hulu, the game, the system is always gonna be there. These events will not come again. You won't get to have them again. So please go.
Go to a football game, go to a soccer game, go to a basketball game, go to a tennis match. Go to these events, and it's good to get out. It's good to get out.
And if you only can be social through school, through the work and stuff, make a friend group, make a study group, make a study group. That's also good. Y'all can go over Zoom and be like, let me share my screen. Oh my goodness, I hit the mic. And like y'all could just like do homework over there, be homework over FaceTime, anything like that. Just to be social. Another note is your mental health. Get with the program. Listen to your body. Listen to your soul. They are talking to you. So when your body say, I'm tired, I'm so tired, I want a break, go to sleep. Quit getting on Reels, quit getting on TikTok, quit getting on all this stuff before you go to bed. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Because 9 times out of 10, I know you're going to do it when you're in classroom. So go to sleep. Quit getting on a game and go to sleep. You're tired. I know you're tired. I'm tired. Also, drink some water. You don't know how much it helps you 9 times out of 10. Pay attention to your emotions. I don't think nobody has also paid attention to the emotional health during school. Yeah, y'all can go to your guidance counselors or go to your therapist. You have to work at this yourself. Emotional regulation is important when it comes to school and other stuff like that throughout your day-to-day life. If you are stressed, frustrated, angry, sad, and you have to go do homework or something like that, or you have to do this next task in order to be done with the day, don't do it. Focus on what you're feeling. If you're upset, find a way to cope through that. Write something down, listen to music. If you have to get physical, punch a pillow, like cry, just do all this, let it out of you before you put it on paper. Don't put it on paper, because 9 times out of 10 our brain isn't even focusing on what's on the assignment. It's focusing on what we're feeling. So in order to get through that, you have to emotionally regulate for real. So all in all, what I'm just saying is focus on that. Focus on your emotions. Don't neglect it. Don't bottle it in. It's going to make it worse. So that's my tip for that. When it comes to your mindset, for all the people that has a negative attitude, like, man, this assignment sucks, this class stinks, why am I even doing this, I don't even want to do this no more. You have to pay attention to the mindset you have towards school. The first one is the fixed mindset, and the second one is a growth mindset. If you have these negative thoughts about school or whatever you feel about when it comes to something new, that's your mindset. You're fixed. You gotta change that today. You have to grow into the growth mindset. The growth mindset is, well, I did kind of bad on this test, but at least the teacher wrote down comments to help me avoid it for next time. You can just change how your perspective on different things. You know, I don't really like this teacher, or hey, maybe there's something going on with me, or maybe I should communicate with my teacher. What's going on with me and my teacher's dynamics? These are things you're supposed to pay attention to. Your attitude towards things, your attitude towards people. It's all in the same general sense when it comes to school. The last thing I want to say is, don't feel bad after a bad grade. Like that's the main one for all my people that with that mindset. Don't feel bad for the one bad grade. It's not as much as you think it's gonna hurt. Sometimes it doesn't. It really doesn't. And all in all, what I'm trying to say is, don't let your GPA define you. Being a 4.0 student like myself, that doesn't probably make me a good person. It probably could make me just even more perfectionist than I already am. It's sometimes it doesn't help. But sometimes you just have to change your perspective on it. You know, maybe my GPA isn't the greatest, or it's not as this person. Stop comparing yourself. It's a killjoy. At least I still had fun throughout my high school years. I had the time of my life, and this GPA, this number, doesn't define who I am. That's your whole, and I feel like that should be the whole outlook of everything that happens in life. So when it comes to school, don't pay attention to if you're going to be valedictorian or salutatorian at the end of the day. Just live through the years and have a good time at the end of the day, because you can't get that back. You can't get that time back, and that's okay. But at the same time, don't feel bad about that one thing. It's just life. I don't talk to half of my high school friends anymore. They're living their own life, and that's how it always should be. But you can only get it once. So I'm just telling you guys my honest guide when it comes to the whole experience. High school was really fun, and I feel like you guys should not stress too much about one thing over the next. Just if you are not authentically you are not gonna have a good time. Alright guys, that concludes the end of this video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up once again. Also, make sure you share this video if you have, your little cousin or friend that's going into high school. Make sure you guys give them this tip so they can get an honest guide from your girl Mia. Also, y'all make sure y'all let me know what the next video should be, like what ideas y'all think I should do, because we all a team, we all here. If y'all subscribe, make sure y'all hit the notification bell, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.